How do you feel about watching or planting a seed and watching that plant grow up so you can eat it? What kind of a feeling does that give you?
It kind of represents what we're going through, because when we're small, we start off as little seeds as they are, and then we'll start to develop and grow bigger and taller.
My name's Alexandra Harvey. I'm 13 years old, and in this class we are doing garden science.
I'm Christopher Cody. I am 13.
So what do you do in your class when you come to gardening at home ec?
Usually we learn about the nutrients of healthy food that are homegrown instead of buying it from supermarkets that come from the factories.
Processed.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. On the Navajo Nation, we are about the size of West Virginia, and we only have about 10 grocery stores, so folks have to travel an hour, sometimes 2 hours to get food that is coming from somewhere else. So the carbon footprint and the ecological side of things is unsound, and I believe we're out of balance. So not only are we have bad health, but we're contributing to the climate change. So I believe we can empower people and be part of the solution rather than the problem by growing our own food and reconnecting to the land. We have a symbiotic relationship that has been lost, so that's what we're trying to reconnect to and better our people and better the land.
Here at the Star School on the edge of the Navajo Nation, we have realized that in order to positively impact the healthy foods that our students will choose to eat, we had to do a number of things, and we're fortunate to get support from a number of grants. One of the grants that we got support from is Newman's Own Foundation. They helped us to generate a program to give out to families in our community 10 greenhouses. They're small portable greenhouses. We have had a selection process. There were many families that were very interested and wanted to grow their own food. We were able to do this though because we have a program at the school in which we actually show the students how to select locally grown, healthy foods and to actually make them into delicious recipes.
For different reasons, like in trees, sometimes it's for safety, sometimes it's for the amount of shade, but in this situation it's for the amount of tomatoes that we'll be getting out of it. So we're not giving all the extra energy to these ones that don't need to be there. And then at the same time, they like light. All the leaves like light. So when you're pruning, it allows the light to go. And so some of these places that are crossing, I'll just go ahead and take it out so the sun can go through.
The students then get to select the recipes that they want to see served in the cafeteria. And then the students offer these recipes to dinners, monthly dinners for families in the community. These families then were able to submit applications for greenhouses to grow their own food in their own backyards. And we are so grateful to have this opportunity to do this. The students were very excited and the families have been very excited. We hope to show these 10 families how to grow effectively in their own greenhouses and eat their locally grown healthy food.
Great. And how many pounds of produce do you think we harvest sometimes at one time out of our greenhouse, out of one greenhouse?
5 to 10 pounds, maybe 5 to 10 pounds.
And then what kind of crops do we harvest?
Kale, tomatoes, onions, lettuce.
What do you like most about growing your own food?
Probably the experience about it. Learning to grow my own food can help me in the future
the 5th and 6th graders harvested some tomatoes yesterday, and we took out the seeds, cut them in half, and put them in front of our solar dehydrator. So now they're being dried, and I think there's a huge niche in sun-dried tomatoes, so our school could start producing sun-dried tomatoes. And it's it's more efficient to dry our food and to preserve it on the shelf rather than it is to create energy and refrigerate it. So that's the reason behind our solar dehydrator. Are you eating any vegetables that you didn't eat before because of working with the greenhouse? If yes, what? Is there any kind of new vegetable that you've picked up since you've worked with the greenhouse or worked with home ec?
Kale. I never tasted kale before.
Never tasted kale.
Until we started working with doing garden science. I tried one, it was really good, and that was a new experience for me because I never tasted kale before.
We need to do more kale.
Yes.
Did you like the kale chips?
Mm-hmm.
Kale salads?
Yes.
Good. So now we need to do kale smoothies. What did you learn in your gardening class that surprised you? Was there any surprises that?
This is okay. So if the tree's branches are long, then that's probably the length of the roots that are under the ground. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting to learn. I would say it's not good for our community. I think it's better that we grow our own food and get in touch back with our roots from growing food instead of relying on government giving us food that isn't good for us at all. It's not as much.
What is your favorite recipe so far, and why is it your favorite?
Blue corn dumplings. And why? Because I never tasted blue corn dumplings. I only tasted the normal kind, and that was a new taste for me, which was really good.
And does your mother make dumplings, or your grandmother make them?
We hardly make dumplings.
Hardly make them?
Yes.
Yeah. Working outside, you would see more than inside. Than you had. It's more of a controlled environment that you can grow in.
Yeah, that's what a greenhouse is. What do you do in cooking class that you haven't done yet, or what do you want to do in cooking class that you haven't done yet? Is there anything that we haven't made that you want to see us make?
No, mostly what I wanted to see made is already made.
We would like to reclaim our cultural identities through food and be part of the solution rather than the problem.